Welcome to episode 2 of Full Contact Marriage. I'm Scott, this is my wife Stephanie, and we are going to talk about the things that are important in the world of sports. Kessel seems to have landed himself in the media this week. I think that's a lot of big words. Sitting and doing nothing. That's pretty much what he did his whole time in Toronto, so...
you really don't like Kessel, though.
Yeah, well, he didn't do anything in Toronto. He didn't make his team better. He had to go and play with Sidney Crosby to do anything. I could score as many goals as Kessel did playing with Crosby.
Definitely, who knows if he would have made it better to be on the team. Obviously, it didn't make the team much better not having him. Yeah, I don't think the Americans have finished, what did you say, higher than fourth in
a long time. I remember the year that they should have been relegated, and they never did, which is...
That was the World Juniors.
Still, their program's suffering. So, for a guy to come out and say that he could have made his team better when he sucked the life out of every team he's played on, I think that's pretty ballsy.
I haven't heard bad things since he's been in Pittsburgh.
Boston found a way to get it done without him, so Toronto's going to be better this year without him.
And Pittsburgh won the cup with him.
Yeah, as a late addition. Like I said, I could have won on that team.
He was there the entire season.
Yeah. Okay. I love the Jays. I have one issue with the whole coaching this year, and that's, I said it from the beginning of the year, is the pitching late in games. When you're in a close game or a tied game, and you bring in a pitcher for 2 or 3 at-bats, it doesn't make sense to me. Or you pitch him for 1 inning. Pitch him once through the rotation. He's doing well. He's obviously doing enough to get the outs that you need. And then when they come through the rotation again, you can put another pitcher in to go through the rotation. We burned through 6 guys in 4 innings. And then now we're throwing in Dickey.
And they had to pull out. They had to pull out Russell Martin so that Dickey could have his catcher. I don't know what.
I don't know if they did that.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, well, I missed that part.
Which I thought was weird because Russell Martin has been hitting well. So I don't know what Foley's numbers are, but
got it going for him yesterday.
Exactly.
In the game. He's a good Canadian guy that gets it going for your team. Like when you're down, he's a leader.
Yeah, not that it matters since they lost. Well, Dickey was pitching, but
yeah, and he's a leader on the team. He's encouraging. To pull him out of the lineup, I think that deflates your team. When you have arms in there that can, you've brought these guys on to pitch, let them pitch an inning or 2 or 3 until they start going through the rotation. If they start getting lit up, who cares? You lost anyways, right? So I don't see a downside to it. I just think let them pitch.
So do you think if they don't make the playoffs this year, or even if they do?
He's gone. They've bent over backwards to give him what he wanted. You want pitching, we'll get you pitching. You need another fielder, we'll get you another fielder. You're not sure about your starting lineup, we'll bring in another guy for your starting rotation. There isn't much more they can do for him to make him successful. And if he can't bring this team to, I think, the World Series this year, they have to. Mm-hmm. Anything short of that is, like, this is the year. They got big contracts that they got to land. They're not going to be the same team next year. Not sure if Edwin will be back.
Now, who would you pick? So Edwin and Bautista both have their contracts open or up for renewal this year. I would take Edwin.
I would take Edwin too, because he can play designated hitter and put up more runs later in his career than what Bautista can do. We have Upton out in the field, which is a better, I think, defensive player. We lose on the bats with him. But
I disagree with that. I get he was hurt this year, but this season he's only had 19 home runs. I think you can make that up.
But are you going to get that out of Upton in that position? I don't think you will.
I don't think you need to you need to count on Upton. That could be something that you sign from somebody else.
That's true. You could bring that in from somewhere. But now you have a position player, right, that you have to bring in to cover for that. So
yeah, but you know that you're going to have to pick. You're going to be picking somebody up in the off season anyway. If you're gonna have to choose between Edwin and Bautista, and you're still gonna have to pick somebody up if you're gonna be letting one of them go, I'd rather keep Edwin and then fill the hole left by Bautista.
Yeah, and you're also freeing up cap, I guess, or well, I guess not cap, but salary with Dickey being gone. Toley's probably gone.
They won't keep Tolley if they
Not
don't
a
re-sign
chance.
Dickey, and I don't see Dickey re-signing.
Yeah, not a chance. So it might work out well. There might be some names out there that they can bring over, right? We have a lot of depth. Be interesting to see, but they have to do it. They have to make the push. If they don't make the push this year, I don't know what kind of team they're going to have next year.
No, this is their year. I said last year was their year, but this year is also their year.
The way the Red Sox are playing, though, man, I don't think there's a force out there that can stop them right now.
They're going to be hard in the playoffs.
Really good time for them to get hot. They got 9 games against division guys that they're fighting
9 or 10,
for.
Yeah.
This would be a great time to get hot going into the playoffs, and then we have a game like this where we just couldn't get anything going, right?
Yeah, I think that's been their issue for the last couple of games, though. Why they've been losing, they just haven't been able to hit anything.
Especially in playoffs, you're not going to see 10-run games in the playoffs. You're going to see good pitching, good defense. You're going to see less risks taken in the playoffs than you will in the regular season.
They need to get into the playoffs, so they need to take risks right now. Because right now, they're almost not in. I don't even know if they're going to be in the playoffs.
It's going to be tough. Playing one game against Baltimore by the looks of things. It could be a tough game. That could go either way.
It could be one game against Seattle.
Yeah, I'd probably be leaning more towards Baltimore.
I'll take Baltimore over Seattle, but you never know.
You know what? There's other teams that are right in there too. So
it's all about winning at the right time. So
yeah. Well, thanks for tuning in this week for our little conversation about sports, a full contact marriage. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. If you have something you want to see us talk about, something that's important to you, let us know. We'll discuss it in one of our future episodes, and we'll see you guys next week.